Hey, it's Hannah, and welcome to your full-length yin practice. You're going to need a yoga mat, and if you have more traditional yoga props like a bolster or yoga blocks, go ahead and use those. If you don't, just use blankets, pillows, whatever you've got around. Get creative. I hope you enjoy this slow, stretchy, chill practice. So to start, any comfortable seated position is great. I'm sitting up on a block. We won't be here all that long, but get comfy. You don't need to have a perfect seated posture. I'm actually gonna put another block here. Just sit any way that's comfy. And take a long, slow, deep breath in. Pause in the fullness. And breathe out. Feel your shoulders melt. And we'll do that twice more. Long, slow, deep breath in. Pause. And let go. One more just like that on your own. And soften any expression on your face. Invite your shoulders to get a little heavier. Anywhere you're holding on to the day, you can let go of or set down for now. Let's do a little bit of a balanced breath. So we'll breathe in for 4 and out for 4. Try to breathe through your nose if you can. And if this feels like too much, ditch it, do your own count. So take a nice easy inhale, no numbers. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try a few more with your own count. And then we'll start to layer in some yin postures. So let's start just by doing a chill forward fold. So you can do this any way you'd like. You can have your legs straight out in front of you. You could have your legs wide. You could have your feet together and your knees wide. It does not matter. It's just anything where you're folding forward. So you're bringing the front of your body closer to the front of your body. So as you do this, if you keep your spine long, like straight-ish, You're going to send most of the sensation into your lower body. If you round your back, you'll feel it everywhere. So lower body and upper body, it'll be a little bit less intense through the lower body. I always like something to rest my head on in these postures. So feel free, you can build a little architectural setup with whatever support you've got. And remember, we're not going for the deepest stretch you've ever done. We're going for maybe the longest held stretch. So that means it's not going to be like 10 out of 10 in terms of sensation. You're aiming for like a 6, 7, something that you can hold for a while without needing to fidget a whole lot if you can. Over time, you will sink deeper and it will become more intense, but what makes the yin practice intense is not the deepest stretch ever. It's being mindful, it's being still, and it's finding that edge. I keep my eye on the time. Your job is to breathe and chill. If your mind is racing all over the place, come back to that balanced breath in and out. And as your mind quiets down and maybe even gets still like your body, you might find that your breath does the same, and there's a little bit more stillness at the top of the breath in and the end of the breath out. Come back to your breath if your mind started to wander. You made it. Come on up. Move around. You might find that you need your hands to bring your legs back in. Just give your body some time to recover from that. You can move. You can stay still. Try to stay just as mindful of your body now as you were when you were in the pose. And I know a lot of you have been practicing with me for a while, and we are not reinventing the wheel every time we practice. Just like how when you go to the gym, you kind of do the same exercises. It's the same with your yin or your yoga practice. This is how we create change, is every day we chip away at the same postures, or every time we practice, and we continue to return back to the breath. This is how we create change. It's not by doing fancier and fancier poses every time. It's encouraging the muscles to stretch and relax, encouraging the mind to continue to come back to the present time and time again. That's it. It doesn't need to be different every time to be effective. You will likely feel a little bit better and a bit more, I don't know, like the practice is working if you continue to try similar postures again and again. I mean, we all practice for different reasons, but it tends to work, right? So let's make our way down onto our stomachs. My friend who teaches calls this tummy time. Start just by resting your forehead down on your hands. Tune in to your low back here. You might be able to breathe into it a little bit more than you usually would. It's also super grounding, right? You're just connecting to the earth a little bit more. You're feeling all that support underneath you. And then come on up to Sphinx. So your elbows are under your shoulders, palms down. You can stay right here if you want to just play around with this little back bend. Or you can take your left arm, thread it under the right. You could rest your head down on the side here, on your forehead, or I like to bring my right hand under my head. And we're aiming for a release or a stretch through the left shoulder, left upper back. If you want more, you're gonna do the same thing with your right arm. Send it over to the left. So you're making almost like you're gonna go hug yourself, but your arms are straight. And from here, you can rest your forehead down on the ground, or I like to rest my forehead on some support. If you feel like you're suffocating yourself in this one, play around with walking your elbows a little further away from you. So I guess from your throat, so walk them down a little or widen out through your hands. And just play with where your head is in space, or you can always just do one arm at a time. Big stretch for in between your shoulders. Notice if you're gripping your jaw or squeezing anywhere. So check in with your legs. You can let them be soft. Come on up. Move your shoulders around. And we're actually not going to head straight into the second side. We're going to get into the left side chest now. So for this, send your left arm out to the side, like you're making a T-shape arm. Then look to the right. You might find that this is enough if you've got a really tight chest, which is incredibly common. Or you can push down into your right hand and start to roll onto your left side. I like to bend that top leg, put it back behind me. And you might even like to bring your right hand behind your back as well. So you're aiming for a stretch through the front of the left shoulder, which is your chest. If your head feels like it's falling off, tuck a block underneath it. Otherwise, you might just enjoy a little extra stretch through the side of your neck. So the chest is an often forgotten about area. We all feel like we have tight shoulders and traps and necks and all that. But the flip side of that is that the chest gets really compressed as we roll our shoulders in throughout the day. So it's so sweet to open up the heart this way. It can be really nice and passive too. Just let your breath and gravity do the work. Go ahead and unravel. So roll back onto your tummy. You might come back into Sphinx. You might move around. And then we'll come into the second side. We start in Sphinx. I really hate that word. I really have a hard time saying it. And I teach this posture a lot, unfortunately. Okay, so send your right arm under your left. Make that decision for yourself, whether you rest your forehead, the side of your head down, if you do both arms. And this is where breathing into your back not only feels really nice, but it comes in handy. Since we're so compressed in the front here, being able to send your breath into the back really allows you to still take those nice full 4-count breaths. Come on up. Unravel. You might have a mark on your forehead if you relaxed hard enough. And then we'll come into that release for the right side of the chest, right shoulder, whatever. Send your arm out to the side, T-shape. Look left. Choose if you stay like that, or if you bring your leg behind you. Maybe even your hand behind you. unravel, and do whatever you want for a little bit. Our next posture is child's pose or balasana with some arm stuff. If you don't love child's pose, come to seated, do the arm stuff. If you don't love the arm stuff that I'm about to show you, then just do child's pose, okay? So you can widen out through your knees, you can have your knees in close, you can tuck support under your bum, between your heels and your bum. You can have something down in front of you. Do what you want. And then from here, bend your right elbow and place your hand maybe on the back of your head, maybe the back of your neck, maybe between your shoulder blades. That could be enough. If you want more, then you're going to send your left hand back, palm faces up, bend your elbow so the back of your hand lands on your low back. Maybe you've got a lot of space and you can reach for opposite hand behind your back. For most of us, especially in a child's pose, it might feel like your hands are a million miles apart. That's fine. Stay there and breathe. We're not going to be in this arm variation for that long. It's not like a hardcore yin where we'll be here for like 10 minutes. Again, it's a sustainable stretch. We don't want to, push or force anything. We're just chilling, allowing. Release your arms. And then we'll try that on the other side. It's usually night and day, side to side, so no pressure to do the exact same thing you did before. Let it go. Give your shoulders a roll. You can come out of child's pose. If you want more time there, by all means, stay. Then our next pose, you can take longer in your counter pose if you want. Then our next pose is Swan, also known as pigeon. I'm going to show you a bunch of options, so bear with me here. One option is to come to hands and knees. Let's do left side first. Left knee to left wrist. You can straighten your right leg out behind you. Maybe you tuck something under your left hip. And the closer you bring your shin to the parallel to the short edge of the mat, the more intense it will be. If you have it in closer, it will still be intense, but not as intense. For a lot of folks, our knees don't love this, so you can always bring the back leg up. So you're doing more of like a 90-90. You can fold over your legs that way. If that's still not your jam, you roll onto your back. Place your left ankle over your right thigh. You could hug your leg in. Your arms might get tired, so I like to rest my foot on a couch or whatever's around. Okay. Now, since we are doing a little bit more of like an upper body focus or layering, if you want, if you're in this variation, try crawling your hands over to the right, so away from that front leg. See if you could shift a little bit more weight into that left hip and let your head be heavy. Often it's nice to rest your head on something. It's always worth it to take your time to set up so that you can be as comfortable as you can in these long held postures. Notice where you're holding and try to soften. patient. It's hard, it's difficult. Soften where you can. One more breath. Come on up. Do whatever you want for a little bit. If you know me, you know that I really struggle with that shape. But we don't do this shit because it's easy. This is difficult. We are purposely making ourselves uncomfortable. Of course, we're not putting ourselves into pain, but we're inviting in some discomfort. And then we're letting our nervous system relax with that discomfort so that we can bring this off the mat out into the world. Yes, there's great benefits to a yin practice. It's slow, it's stretchy, you work with your fascia, yada, yada, yada. But when you can experience discomfort and teach your nervous system that you're safe, that you can handle it, that you're in control, it's okay. And you teach yourself that you can experience discomfort in your real life and still make it through, that it's all just temporary. This practice is kind of profound and kind of deep. When we can bring it off the mat out into the world, it really does create a lot of change. This is all me procrastinating the second side of this shape. So let's do it. You know your options. We'll just hop to it. So if you were really not enjoying the last side, try a different option. You'll get the same sensation, in a different shape. It might feel a little bit better through certain joints or just mentally. You get to choose your discomfort here. And, if you choose to come out of the posture early or change the posture or not do certain things, it doesn't mean that your practice is any less or that you're not going to get profound results. You will. You're just really choosing to do a more advanced practice by listening to your body a little bit more. The most advanced practice you can do is listening to your body, its changing needs, and not adding in that extra layer of judgment or criticism. So be here, be with what is, change the things you want, and then do your best to settle into it. Relax around it. Can you still soften your shoulders, your jaw, your hands? Find that 4-count breath in and out. Just a little bit longer. You got this. Come on up. Notice how good it feels to be out of the posture. And just make your way down onto your back. Start to settle down into the ground. And just drop your knees to one side. You can reach your arms wide. Just a nice chill twist for about 3 breaths. After your 3 breaths, switch sides. Don't wait for me. Listen to your own breath. Three breaths on your second side. And when those 3 are done, just lie on your back. And come into any comfortable resting posture. You can tuck a pillow or a bolster under your knees. And you can put a bolster behind your back, whatever. I'm gonna put my feet up on blocks. It doesn't matter as long as you're comfy. Actually, I'm gonna put my calves up on blocks and my feet against the couch. Sometimes it's nice to have the soles of your feet against either the wall or if you have like a couch around, just to get that extra grounding. And you don't need to do anything here. You don't need to follow your breath. You can if you'd like. But maybe just let yourself rest. You've done enough. And try about 5 more breaths here. Start to move your head side to side. Move your hands, your feet. Take a big old stretch. You can stay here. You can roll onto one side. You might even come up to seated. You might find that if you come to seated, that first shape that you sat in at the very start feels a little bit more comfortable now. Now that we've opened up the hips, the spine, the body. Wherever you are, bring your hands someplace meaningful for you. And send a heartfelt thank you to your body, the roots of our yoga practices. And the biggest, warmest thank you to you for carving out this time in your day to practice and do something really sweet for your mind, your body, and the world around you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Peace.